Sean Cunningham.
What's up, sir? Just how much did tonight feel kind of like a missed opportunity for you guys, given the nature of what that team's going through?
It was definitely a missed opportunity, but going into a game that we knew we had to win, we didn't show up.
James Ham.
Yeah, DeAaron, you didn't show up is probably like the best way to describe what we saw. But just why is it that you feel that sometimes this team has these moments where you guys have so much positivity and then a couple of games in a row you struggle to show up?
Sometimes, the ball is just not bouncing your way, and, we haven't been able to get those stops that we need to get when we're not putting the ball in the basket. So we have to, continue to get better on that end of the court.
Marshall Harris.
DeAaron, what would you say is the best way to get that show up mentality that you're talking about? You're talking to DeLon. He said, felt like maybe you guys were a little too cool at the start of the game, whereas the Lakers came out with such an intensity.
Just being ready to play. There's nothing specific that you can really do about things like that.
Jason Jones.
Yes, you kind of touched on it a bit. What do you do about the starts to the games? Like the last couple of games, both opponents came out and really set a tone, and you guys were fighting uphill for the rest of the game.
I just got to come out the way that we were before these two games. It's no difference in the approach. Just got to be ready.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, basically, it's like what the other guys say. It's just, my question is, what can you do to come out at the tip-off to get better starts? What are some of the things that you would like your team to do, to get those better starts, DeAaron?
Just be more sharp, be physical, be ready to take a hit, be ready to deliver a hit, scream for each other, talk, just normal things that you do throughout the course of a game.
Crystal Salters.
Hello, DeAaron. Hope you are doing well. What would you like to improve as a team about the next game and the next games of the season? And about you, how big is the motivation to bounce back and to lead your team again against Giannis tomorrow?
I'll just be ready. You got to throw this game away. It's the nature of the NBA. You always have another opportunity. And we have another one tomorrow, to try to make things right. But we can't be thinking about what happened tonight. Just go out and do what we're supposed to do. Talk, play together. Just everything that we've done over the past month or so. Just try to get back to that and do that for as long as possible.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, at the end, at the risk of overanalyzing, I'm just curious if when shots aren't falling, is it concerning to see things trickle over into other aspects of the game, or do you just kind of flush that and move on?
When shots aren't falling, you don't want it to affect other parts of your game, hustle, rebounding, getting deflection on the other end. Sometimes it does, but to become a better team and to get where we want to get, these things have to continue to be separate.
Jason Anderson.
To that point, DeAaron, Luke kind of talks about you kind of have to go through something to get to something, and then does it feel right now like you guys are in that process, and these lessons are kind of sinking in over time?
Yeah, definitely. You get tired of it happening. There are times where when we're not scoring the ball, we've been able to get 6, 7, 8 stops in a row, but we're not doing that enough. When the shots aren't falling, so. That's something that we have to continue to get better at and just be more consistent at it.
James Dan.
Yeah, DeAaron, how much are you just learning from taking some of these losses and the growing pains that you're going through as you are, sort of ascending in your career, but having step backs like this? How much is this personally is it wearing on you and helping you like maybe grow and reach a different level?
Games like this happen, for me personally, it's, continue to get to your spots. Those are shots that I was making. a week ago. It's not like I'm out there getting my shot blocked or anything like that. So just continue to do what you do, continue to, do what you practice. I think we played, we still got shots that we, wanted to get and things like that. Sometimes they just don't fall. But just games like this happen, but you just, you continue to work together, and, more often than not, a game like this won't really come up.